We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
There he goes! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Find some fresh air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Toss sweep right. And I think they'll give him 2 on. Second and 8 coming up. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The Cornhuskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those pass.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
The give from the gun. Sweet cut there. Brings into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the left side. Fights off a defender. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Anderson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
On the ground with the counter. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Rushes on him. Catch in the middle. It's Valentine. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Illinois! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Raiola. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Great protection there. Plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that 1st down.
They'll go back to the ground. Turning it on! And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line gets set, 1st down. Back to the ground game on the left. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Anderson wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Barney. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Huskers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for room. It's Valentine. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Shakes off the defender.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Off play action. Got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Anderson will throw. Got his man downfield. Racing to the right. Touchdown Illini. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He might want another play. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds his man. It's Barney. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll run it from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Knowles. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Barney. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Takes it from the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Grab near the sticks. It's Knowles. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he will score! Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Huskers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Anderson will throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Valentine. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here. Blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They go to the wide receiver screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Under fire. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Fitted in the window for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Back to throw, it's Raiola. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. On the move at the 30. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Toss sweep to the right. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Anderson wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Send the tight end in motion. The toss to the right. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He wants to change this route. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Finds the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Looking for space. It's Hansen. Got enough for the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Anderson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to get the edge on the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when the guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Hauls it in. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. The Huskers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for a crease. It's Valentine. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Fighting Illini with mere inches to gain on 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Illinois putting together a really nice drive.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a whip.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They'll move the tight end. Anderson wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Running to the left. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Huskers will go for it here on 4th down. Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. The sticks. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like